So Don Downs told your attorney, who was
Pamela
Mackey, that the police told Sean Hines to delete photos.
That's exactly right.
And those photos were actually evidence, which is why Don Downs was disclosing that under Brady.
That's my understanding, yeah.
Let's talk about what happened next as far as, did you go to trial? What was your decision in that area?
So a couple things. I asked Pamela Mackey when we learned that the police had destroyed material exculpatory evidence, what do we do about that? And Pamela Mackey said it is an issue for trial, but it doesn't automatically mean they have to dismiss charges against me. And the first thing I realized was I have no chance of getting a fair trial in Larimer County. Once stories like mine and the stories of other people come to light, you realize there's nothing fair going on in this town. So I had to realize my odds at trial, despite being innocent, were lousy. Also, the Aurora movie theater shooting happened during the time that I was under charges and that we were negotiating with the district attorney. So what happens is you get an amazing sensitivity in the potential jury pool to the notion of gun. So my story took place over roughly 2.5 years, but for lots and lots and lots of people, my story boils down to gun. It doesn't matter what led up to it. It doesn't matter about judicial misconduct or prosecutorial overreach or civil rights abuse or bullying or none of that matters. They hear gun. So Pamela Mackey, I think wisely, said, you didn't break any laws, you didn't break any rules. The people in that neighborhood realized what they had done to you, and I think her exact words were, and their hour of reckoning was at hand, and they became afraid. And Pamela Mackey said, criminal trials particularly have very little to do with guilt or innocence. They have to do with a given judge, a given jury, and a given day, and you could go to prison for 3 years. And she said, frankly, I don't think your health will stand it. So she negotiated with the prosecution for a deferred prosecution, which meant that if I lived up to all of their prescribed conditions after 2 years, legally I would still have been charged, but I wouldn't be prosecuted and I wouldn't have a felony conviction on my record.